Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time, but I think I'm back for good now. So today we're making this Autogele. The material we have is not much, so I cannot make something exotic, something very big. I have 3 strands of material and the length of the material is about 58 inches in length. Like the total length is 58 inches. So these are the materials I'll be needing for today's Autogele tutorial: tape rule, fiber, scissors, and your Autogele all free. I think you can use satin for this Autogele, but I'm not really sure, but satin should go with it. So now this is my base I'm cutting out. I'm measuring 22 inches in 2 places. So this is the first 22 inch, and I'll measure the second one after this. After cutting out the base, it's time to measure the one I'll be using for the twist. So I'm going to measure 35 inches in 2 places. Now I told you the length of this gele of each strand was 58 inches. So minus 35 inches, what is left is very small. Minus 44 inches, what was left was very small. So I just had to pieces the strands. So this is 35 inches now in 2 places to make the twist for the Autogele. This is what I have left after cutting out the 35 inches. So I'm going to measure out 15 inches in 2 places from this remaining material. 15, this is the first, and this is the second 15 inches. I'll be using this to make one of the big flap, like the bigger flap on the Autogele. The remaining pieces, I'm going to join them together to make the smaller flap. I'm taking out the sewing machine. I'm going to join them side by side to make 2 2-piece each. So if this is the material I'll be using for the twist, I'm going to be filling it with my fiber. I don't have foam at home, so if you have a very flat foam, you can use that also. It's a good choice. I have finished sewing the materials together. The first one is for the bigger flap. This is the base. Then the long strands, that is the material I cut out. The 35 inches I cut out for the twist, to make the twist. So I'm going to turn it inside out using my scissors. After turning it inside out, it's time to start filling it with the fiber. I was not putting it too much, and I made sure to check how thick it was before adding another set, because I don't want the twist to be too thick. So if the fiber is too much, it might be very hard, like to sew and everything. And if it's even too thick, it will be very big. So just fill in lightly, like you're using a Dunlop foam. Dunlop foam, I don't know if you used to go to where they sell foam, you see this foam that is very, very slim. You can use that also. But the method of sewing with that is different. Like if you are going to use that, there's a way you are going to sew it. Maybe I'll make another tutorial showing how to use the foam if you don't have fiber at home. After filling in the 2 strands, I'll put them together one on top of the other, sorry, and then I will start sewing with my needle and thread. By the time I am done sewing this, I gave it to my sister to help me hold that edge I sewed. If you don't have someone to hold it for you, you can use something that is heavy, place it on this particular edge you sewed, and then begin to twist. So this is me twisting the two strands together. While twisting, ensure the twist is tight. Let it be very, very tight before you sew the second edge. After making the twist, I sewed the second edge using needle and thread. After sewing the second edge, I then inserted into the Autogele hands, which I made using bridal satin material. Place the base and the twist on your mannequin head and begin to sew the twist and the base together. This process is just basically joining the twist to the base. And you have to make sure that the sewing is firm. As you are sewing the twist to the base, ensure it is very firm. I am done making the first part of the Autogele, so now we're about to start making the side fans, the two flaps that is on top of the Autogele. I was able to get this square shaped material from the remaining pieces at the beginning of the video, and it has equal length and equal width, which is 12 inches. I began to gently fold the material like I was making a fan. For this process to be easy for you, for your folding to be easy, you can just draw a diagonal line from one edge of the square to the other edge of the square, like in the picture which is shown in the video. So you just follow that line and make your folding till you get to the end of the line. This is how it came out. So, and this is the smaller flap. Now I'm going to sew it with my needle and thread so I can sew this in place. I'll repeat the same process for the bigger flap, the same folding process. If you remember in the beginning of the video when I was cutting out my material, I measured a 15-inch material in two places, so I joined it together and I'm using it to make the bigger flap. Remember, the small flap is 12 by 12 inch, while the bigger flap is 15 by 12 inch. And I'm doing the same folding process. If you have a diagonal line, it's going to be very easy for you. When making your fan, your diagonal fan, please don't rush like me. Just do it gently and softly. Your fan will come out very nice. So this flap is bigger than the other one, and I'll place them side by side on the doll's head. This is the bigger diagonal fan I just made, and I attached it first to the first part of the autogele we made previously, the twist and the base. So I'm just sewing it down so that it can be stable, it can be in one place. I have to sew it down to the base and also sew it to the twist, so it will not shift. So now I'm adding the smaller one, and I will just arrange. You just have to keep arranging it till you get what you want. So as you arrange, you pin or you sew. When you've gotten your desired style, what you want to get, you then pin and sew. So guys, we're almost at the end of this video. Right now I am just trying to arrange the two diagonal fans by arranging and sewing it in place, and I'll keep sewing and arranging till I'm satisfied with the outcome, with the way it looks, so that I achieve what I have in mind. So right now I'm still arranging, I'm still sewing. This is the back. I'm also going to sew and arrange the back of the gele. All the edges I will sew them and put them, I will tuck it in and sew them and put it in place, so it won't look rough and scattered. Guys, so this is my finished art piece. I was so in love with this gele and I was so happy my client loved it. Thank you very much for watching.